want is woman doing certain things or dressing certain ways. And every time we go out and dressing really overly sexy, we're putting our man's life in danger.
Mm.
Because if somebody say to us out of order, say something to us out of order or wrong, then his manhood say he got to step up and defend us over nothing, over some foolishness. And if you got a man and you satisfied and happy with him, then why are you going out trying to entice new men?
Mm.
And
Make,
the more clothes a woman take off, the more desperate she is. That don't mean she bold and brave and want to get with somebody. That means she's desperate. And that's a cry. Please give me some attention. Please look at me. Say something. Do something. That's what that is. And that's the condition of many of us. That's not anything that's an insult. We're talking reality. We have got to deal with the reality of our lives so that we can make corrections.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got women, self-entitled women, being humble, man. So before we get into this, man, do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and please, please, please leave me a subscribe.
I want is woman doing certain things or dressing certain ways. And every time we go out and dressing really overly sexy, we're putting our man's life in danger.
mm.
Because if somebody say to us out of order, say something to us out of order or wrong, then his manhood say he got to step up and defend us over nothing, over some foolishness. And if you got a man and you satisfied and happy with him, then why are you going out trying to entice new men?
Mm.
And
Make,
the more
So many women will sit up here and say, well, we're not dressing provocatively for other men. We're not dressing to get attention of other men. All while walking out here, man, with your crack out, with your titties out, you know what I'm saying? Like, just looking very seductive. Then who are you dressing half naked for then? There's no reason to dress half naked. There's no reason to show, to tease your goods out to other men to see. Right? So like I said, so many women keep sitting up here saying, well, I'm not dressing for no man. I'm not dressing for other men. Yes, you are. Who else are you dressing for? Thing is, so many women will sit up here and neglect the fact that there's creeps out here. They will neglect the fact that if you're dressing provocatively, you're making yourself a target. Right? And she hit it on the head the first time. She hit it on the head the first time. You are out here dressing like a hoe. You go out here, man. Once again, like I said, you're going to get negative attention. So you got a guy, you got your boyfriend sitting next to you, right? You're out here dressing like a hoe. A lot of guys are going to look at that and be like, okay, obviously, man, she obviously don't have no respect for her man. I don't care what nobody says. She obviously have no respect for her man, and she's willing to dress this way. Oh, well, hey, guess what? Maybe my boyfriend like me dressing this way. Okay. But then he's going to be the same one sitting over here trying to fight every single dude that holler at his girl. Even while she's around him. Niggas will sit over here and look at that and be like, okay, bro, shit, she's still open. She might be with her boyfriend, but hey, she's still open. I'ma still try it. You're gonna get that negative attention. That's all I'm saying. You're gonna get that negative attention. And for the women who say dumb shit like, well, you know what, hey, it don't matter how I dress, I'ma still get that negative attention. If you're dressing like you would hoe, yes, you're gonna get 90% negative attention. But if you're dressing modestly, you will forever get creeps trying to holler at you. It's no way around it. But I promise you, and I guarantee you, you will get way more respect if you dress like you're about to go to an interview versus you dressing like you're about to go to a club. You will get way more respect if you're dressed modest. But you can't tell a woman that, because if you do, you're slut shaming, or you got them being misogynistic, or you're trying to be quote unquote controlling and or insecure.
the more clothes a woman take off, the more desperate she is. That don't mean she bold and brave and want to get with somebody. That means she's desperate. And that's a cry. Please give me some attention. Please look at me. Say something. Do something. That's what that is. And that's the condition of many of us. That's not anything that's an insult. We're talking reality. We have got to deal with the reality of our lives so that we can make corrections.
The reason why men hate this new generation of women so much is because we're finally starting to realize how powerful.
Men are not intimidated by powerful women. They really aren't. I'll tell you what I see in this new generation of women. Very little self-respect. I'm 34 years old and I have never seen the level of hoery going on in this world. Most of these women can't cook.
That's what happens when you decided to be a feminist and you're out here being sexually liberated. So many women want to be sexually liberated. So many women want to be sexually liberated. That is literally the same thing for a woman to sit up here and dress like a hoe and walk out in public and expect men just to automatically respect you. Expect men to not say anything to you. It's the exact same thing, bro. Nobody is going to sit up here and respect a hoe. Nobody's going to sit here and respect a hoe. Right? And so once again, we do understand that a lot of your hoes are feminist. And in this modern day society, a lot of your hoes are feminists because sex liberation and feminism intertwine. Now, you got a bunch of goddamn feminist hoes. You got a bunch of women that's talking about, well, you know what? Can't no man control me. And they'll go out here and go suck everybody up and say, well, you know what? I just gained my power back. Right? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So she's absolutely right, man. In today's age, female promiscuity is encouraged. Female promiscuity is encouraged. It is encouraged. But somehow we are living in a generation where we have some beta males, we have some men that just don't see it, and we have a bunch of women who say, you know what, hey, we should be able to live how we want to freaking live and without any consequences. It's just not gonna work, bro. It's just not gonna work. And you hear so many women say, well, y'all don't want a strong, independent woman. Y'all don't want a strong, independent woman. Women keep saying that, you know, that they're independent. I'm independent. I'm this, I'm that. So many men, they're just scared of me. They don't want no aggressive chick. Of course we don't. Of course we don't want no independent chick. Don't no regular man want no independent chick. Don't no high value man want no independent chick. Because you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them nothing. So it's not that men are scared. We just don't want no damn chick that's ran through. Because listen, a lot of your women today, men about age 20 and up, a lot of these women are ran through. And these are the same ones that's talking about, you know, that they're independent, that they're boss babes and all this stuff. And it's like, do you think that shit is cute? You really think that shit is cute? That you can go out here, you're making all this money, because of course, women are able to make tons of money now. So you're making all this money. Now you're calling yourself a boss babe, all while sitting over here getting ran through by so many dudes. Right? You're getting ran through by so many damn dudes, and then you turn around telling another nigga, well, you know, you need to know my worth. I know my worth. I'm a boss babe. I make my own shit. I got my own shit. All while getting ran through. All while sitting over here telling women, hey, well, you know, it's, you know, if you want to wear what you want to wear, go ahead, girl. You that bitch. You a boss babe. You this, that. It's just not a good mindset to have. You know what I'm saying? And so then, like I said, to turn around and sit up here and say that men are afraid of, you know, women who are independent and shit. We're not afraid. It's just that we just don't want to tolerate that shit. We don't want to tolerate no independent chick because once again, women don't know. Women who are in the workforce, women who make tons of money. Those going to be the ones that don't know how to turn that shit off. When they get from work, they want to get from work. They want to have that boss mentality at work. They want to come home and have that same thing. And this is like, no, you gotta know when to turn that shit off. You gotta know, man. You gotta know your role. And a lot of these independent women don't know their role. So it's not men scared of dating an independent chick. Just don't want to tolerate an independent chick. That's all it is.
They're foolish women. They don't know how to build their household. Instead, they destroy it with their own hands. We got women emasculating men left to right, saying it's a problem for them to be a man. But baby, I got a boy. And as parents to a boy, it's my job to be the example and set the standard for the woman that's gonna come into his life. It's my husband's job.
Set an example is saying, hey, look, son, your father's out here, he's out here working. Lead by example. Don't talk about it, but lead by example. Your father's out here working. This is what your kids want to see. The father's out here going out to work. He doing this, he's doing that, he's doing what a man is supposed to do. Then he over here look at his mom, she's out here cleaning, she's doing what she's supposed to do as a woman. They both know the roles. That is setting an example for your sons and your daughters. That is setting an example. Not sitting up here telling people, well, you know what, I'd rather goddamn be a single mom, because that's big in the Western society, single mothers. And it's heavy in the black community amongst black women. Wanting to be single mothers. Enjoy being single mothers. Enjoy raising a son in a household, man, that does not have a father nor a father figure. Raising a daughter to be another Black China. This is a lot of your sisters in America. Black China and her mama. You're gonna see a bunch of mothers and daughters just like that. Don't have no guidance. Don't know how to train their daughter or train their son. That's what you're gonna see a lot in this society. A bunch of Black Chinas and a bunch of Black China mamas. Women that don't know how to lead, don't know how to show their daughter the right way of doing things and how to be a woman. And damn sure, these women don't know how to teach their sons how to be men. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. To be able to teach your son how to truly be a man, they need to have a father figure in the household. They need to have a father figure in the household. And like she's saying, leading by example, by having a mother doing her role and by having a father doing his role. Not by just sitting over here just having a mother in the household. Yes, men need to step up. But at the end of the day, that comes down to these women, because y'all have to vet these men. So if y'all sitting over here picking a Pookie and Ray Ray, don't think that you about to sit up here, man, and get an American dream, American family out of that. It's just not going to happen, because you're dating a Pookie and Ray Ray. He doesn't have no morals. He doesn't have no values. 9 times out of 10, raised by a single mother. And he's only known what he can do. He only knows what's good. So, man, she being on the street all damn day, he think, man, hey, well, this is the only way I can make money. It's not the way, man. That's why you need to have a father figure in the household. And once again, it boils down to the women. Pick and vet your men. Once again, you can't have a family with a Pookie and Ray Ray. It's just not going to happen.
To raise him and teach him what a man really looks like. You see, my husband and I, we work together. I respect his role as male of the household, and he pours on to me all the love I need to keep this household going. See, baby, I'm powerful in my own unique way, and so is my husband.
I just want my man nasty and faithful. That's it. Nasty and faithful. Treat me like a princess. Slut me the fuck out. That's it.
Men in the Black community are tired of dealing with aggressive, unfeminine, very masculine women. I'm here to tell you there are a good handful of women out here that are interested in being a good Black wife. I'm not going to say that some of them don't need training and experience being a wife, because they probably do. They probably have a lot of work to do on themselves. Most of these women are willing to do that work. They've already started because they come over to channels like this and internalize what we're talking about here. And they're not the girls in the comments that are leaving all the nasty, derogatory comments, because those girls clearly have verbal abuse tendencies. So if they're talking to strangers like that, you can just imagine how they would talk to you when you're in a relationship.
Because the same things you're doing to your man, I used to do to mine. And it wasn't until I thought, let me just chill, lay back, and let this man finish his thought, is when heaven opened up and showed me that I needed to just shut up. Because if I gave him the opportunity, he would answer my question. Why? And what I found out is he wasn't trying to blame me for his behavior. He was just giving me reasons, not excuses, reasons for his behavior. And as I was quiet just a little while longer, he took full responsibility for his actions, apologized for hurting my feelings, and asked, how can we make it back from this? How can I help fix this? What did I do? I developed a head rush because I couldn't argue. A head rush from not arguing. And then he got a head rush because he said listening is sexy. You're welcome.
Women aren't conditioned, man, to respect a man and just take a lead and just let the man lead. Women aren't conditioned. Women are conditioned to argue and fight against that. Women are conditioned to fight against traditional men and traditional women. Feminism teaches you how to not be a traditional woman. Any part of feminism. Now, I'm not talking about the first wave. Feminism after 1960 has taught women not to take the lead of a man, has taught women how to be more aggressive and not feminine. A lot of women that are feminists come off as aggressive. They're going to have an aggressive mindset. They're going to, not all of them, but a lot of them have aggressive mindset. A lot of them don't want to hear you. A lot of them don't want to say, you know what? I understand that before 1960s, when everybody knew their role, marriage rates were high, everybody knew the role, everything was all cookies and creams. Now that they teaching sex liberation and shit, now women are conditioned to be more aggressive. That's all this is, bro. In this society, in American society, man, feminism is teaching women to be aggressive. There's no other way around it. Feminism is teaching women to be aggressive. Y'all know who is the leader of the slut walk? Amber Rose. And guess what? Amber Rose don't believe in what? She don't believe in men leading. She don't believe in a tradition and men being traditional. She don't believe in women being traditional. She is your biggest feminist. She is your biggest modern day feminist. So many feminists, they will sit up here and say, well, you know, I don't agree with that. You okay, you don't agree with that, but yet you still sitting over here telling women, well, you know, hey, you should be able to wear whatever you want to wear. You should be able to F who you want to F. And it's just like, bro, like, come on, man. You can sit up here and say you don't agree with it, but yet you turn around and sit over here pushing that bullshit ideology. You know, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. But to understand, you know, women today, man, you gotta understand, man, what's promoting, you know, this toxic behavior. To understand women today, to understand modern day women, you gotta understand what is encouraging them to, you know, being sexually liberated and having sex with all these men, not being feminine, not being submissive, and not being traditional. You got to understand where all of this shit is coming from, and it's coming from feminism. Y'all do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe.